everybody, it's Marcia from Kansas Misfit. Just want to show you my plants. Why are they so skinny and falling over? What am I doing wrong? I need somebody's advice, please. Comment below what you think I did wrong, what they need. I don't want to lose them. Now I'm going to show you the rest of the garden for garden time. Ready? Here we go. Okay, I have these little pots here. I'm going to plant some herbs in. Comment below what herbs you think I should plant in here. What would be a good one that's close to the house that I could use? Comment below, please. I have these 2 tubs here at the bottom of the steps. I got one ready. I gotta get this little bit around the outside edge cleaned out. I'm gonna get some stuff planted in there. A good thing to be planting there. Give me some comments. I need your comments. And over here is the other tub. I got my tools running. I got some stuff in there that needs taken out. But I'm gonna clean this up, add some dirt, and be ready to plant in there. Need your comments. We got this field. My husband's out there cleaning it up. What's left of it. We got trees in there that needs cut down. We're going to plant some pumpkin and some watermelon. Fill that whole thing up. Maybe some corn. We'll see. But right here, last November I planted garlic and onions. Look at the garlic, how nice it looks. Doesn't that garlic look nice? Hope we get good heads of garlic. And what's the little brown balls that grow on the garlic? Someone says that's like you replant it and it plants more, or I don't know. We grind it up and have garlic powder. Over on this side I planted onions. See if I can show you some. Like here's some right here. Onions. They're all through here, and they're too thick on purpose. I just threw all the seeds in here, and when they get as tall as those garlic are over there, then I'm going to start making them 4 inches apart and fill this thing up and plant the rest of them over there in the field where I have the rest of the garden. Now let's come over here. It's a little bit muddy out, so watch my step. But come over here where this fence is, by the clothesline, where we had our tomatoes last year and peppers. We put some leaves down here from last fall. Coming down here to this, I can show you. Got tomato cages here for the tomatoes, but I'm gonna plant corn in here. Later on, I'll be taking some of these leaves and fixing it up, layering it out, smoothing it up, and planting corn, beans, and squash in this section. And we'll see if the corn grows, because we already have the fence. We just need to finish putting it up, repairing it, because we took it apart to put the leaves in here last fall. But I plan on fixing that up, rotilling it in, digging it up, whatever, and maybe taking some of the leaves out, and getting some corn. I don't know how many rows we can get in here. 1, 2, maybe 6 rows of corn in here. And then around each corn plant, I'll be putting my beans, a different kind on each row. So we'll have 5 different kinds of beans, 6 different kinds of beans, whatever. And we can have that. And put the squash inside there to help keep the raccoons out. Here's a peach tree. We gotta get this lumber moved away from it, because that might startle it. My daughter did that when they're looking for wood for their furnace, so they can have heat last winter. But this peach tree is doing pretty good. Don't have to do a lot of what do you call it? What's the word called? Not trimming. What's it called? I'll think about it while I'm walking. But this here peach tree might be gone. Last year it just never gave us any peaches whatsoever. And no leaves grew on it either. So I think this might be dead. It's called pruning. That's what I was thinking of. Now I have 2 plum trees over here. Are definitely going to need pruned. They're pruned. They're way too tall. Somehow I'm going to have help. I'm going to cut as much as I can. I'm taking the branches, thinning them out because it's too full. The trees get too heavy, branches break. And all these that's growing down, I'm going to be cutting off. And the ones that's growing straight up is going to come off, so I'm just going to trim that up. Leave the thick one up here. Because it's out of the way from mowing and everything too. But this here small one down here is going to come off. So I'll be cutting this one off. Looks like this branch got broke already. Something came through here and broke it. Could have been a deer. And this one here is going to come off also. But the thick ones and stuff, that's the main body and all that stuff around it. You'll see the difference later on a different video. Probably on a different day. Because Monday's gardens, I'm just showing the food. Looks like they're starting to get their buds in, doesn't it? Hope they don't bud too fast. So I gotta get these, maybe I have to get out here and get this trimmed up today. But I'm going to take a lot of that out. You can see where we had so many plums on this tree, it broke that branch right in my way. It broke this here branch right here. Let me see if I can show you. Yeah, right there. You can see it snapped right off. So, it's not good. Let's come over here for the rest of the garden. Here's the main garden. I've got 2 rows of potatoes already planted, even though probably too early. But they're under the ground, so that's where they're going to be. Got 1 more row of potatoes I'm going to plant, and I'm finished planting everything else in here as the season goes. But that's the best the garden's ever looked this time of year. And all this space is going to be filled in with nummy num num food. Got my herb gardens here. And I still can't figure out what this is. I would like suggestions. I mean, if you know what it might be. I know it's probably dead, but hopefully it'll green up when it starts raining more. I know I need to fill this with soil so I can get it ready to plant my herbs when I get the herbs planted. And here's another one right here. I'm not sure. I think it's sage, but if someone knows, comment below. Let me know. Anyway, that's the garden. We're going to have lots of watermelon and pumpkin. Here comes my husband. But lots of watermelon and pumpkin I'm going to be selling. So I can raise some money to help pay for my surgeries I need. We got this here is bathtub. It's not a bathtub. I call it a bathtub. It's a watering trough or something. I put all the weeds in there from last year, but I'm going to spread them out, spread them out and smash them in there and put potting soil on top of it and plant asparagus. And it's going to be a permanent spot for some asparagus. So, doesn't these 2 rows of potatoes look nice? They're not growing yet, of course, but I've planted 2 rows of potatoes. And we've got 1 more to grow, or plant. And then we'll fill it up with other food. Looks like something ran through here. I wonder if that's a deer. Big prints. It's not a deer. I don't know what it is. Any ideas what that footprint is? Comment below. Well, I'll see you next Monday on the next garden time. Have a wonderful day. Remember, God loves you, and so do I. Ta-ta.